it's fair to say the Gunners had to be patient after a goalless first 45, which was the key element, really, as far as the Gunners were concerned. Ian, that was a big win in the end.
It was a big win, and it's a win that was needed. Got to stay in touch. Especially coming off the form we were coming off of it, because I thought with a 5-0 win against Palace could have papered over some cracks. I thought Palace were poor, but we beat them. But this one was a really good result simply because of the way we kept going. We kept trying to pass the ball. We kept trying to break down a very disciplined low block. And in the end, it was looking like it weren't going to happen. But then, we kind of cracked them in the end.
Yeah, we spoke just then about how Jesus was crucial behind both goals. Before he actually scored, he had a terrific chance, Ian. And do we have to give him credit, actually, that he didn't let this missed opportunity, put him off his game?
Well, no, but I think that when we do see his goal was one that, he didn't know it was coming. The goalkeeper should have done better. But for me, you have to score from that situation. And those are the things that, at this stage it was still 0-0 and you're thinking, oh my gosh, it's going to be one of those days. He's done brilliantly to stay on side. Goalkeeper's coming out really sprawling, and you just lift that over him. Just lift it over him, bam, you've got a lot of goal behind him. But when that happens, you're thinking, oh my gosh.
I was going to say, you feared the worst then?
Yeah, you do fear the worst, simply because there was so much possession. I think it's 81% at one stage, and you're thinking, oh gosh, here we go. But in the end, they kept patient and got their just deserved in the end.
Yeah, he returned to the lineup and he had another chance moments later. He made this one count.
Yeah, for me, this Forest have just totally switched off from a throw-in. Manish, it's so poor. I mean, the Espirito Santos will be thinking, what are we doing? And again, I don't think the goalkeeper, Turner, sort of does himself any favours. You should never score from this. You see, look at the many players here. Yeah. Montiel goes across. I mean, I think Bamadelli should go across, fill that space. This is just so simple. Yeah. There's one throw, there's 5 or 6 Forest players doing nothing, really, and he's clean through and goal. I know it's a very tight angle. I don't think the keeper should get bait from there. If he paused it right there, there's no way he should score from there. I don't think. I mean, in many stages, maybe a David Hay would make it with his feet. He tries to close his knee down, and it's past him. It's a poor goal.
You've got to go with your actual feet.
Yeah, he tried to go with his knee, I think, and he's just actually put it into his own net, I think. If he goes with his left foot, opens his left foot up here, he just kicks it away.
You can't. And you say, like, the chance he had before, it was a chance he should have taken. That he should not be scoring from that angle from the goalkeeper's point of view. He'd be very disappointed with that. But in the end, it kind of broke it for us. Yeah.
Do you think these are tricky times for a keeper like Matt Turner? It's been made public already that Forest are after a new goalkeeper.
Well, that won't help it.
I mean, could that affect a player?
Possibly. It wouldn't help his confidence. I mean, his performance is probably not helping him much either. Yeah. Again, I mean, I've been there myself. I've let goals through my legs. It's sometimes a really difficult position to get your feet down. But I think they do a lot of work now, goalkeeping coaches, by just standing, keeping a nice balance, and then just making foot saves. Yeah. He's tried to go down and close his knee there. It's too close to do that.
It's got to come from such a long distance to go down for your knee to stop it. Because Jesus is so close, Manish. He's hitting that with power. Yeah. You've just got to react with your feet and
kick it out. Yeah.
Again, like I said at the start, Manish, he's somebody that I didn't believe we had enough shots against. We know him. The players know what he's about. I thought we should have put him under more pressure. And the one time we did get him under pressure, he let the goal in.
Yeah, Jesus also played a crucial role in the second goal for Bukayo Saka. Ian?
Yeah, I was quite pleased with this because for some reason Nottingham Forest fans were booing Saka, so I was quite pleased. But poor play from Forest again, something that, again, between the goalkeeper and some of the mistakes they make, they kind of hand it to teams. And in that instance, Arsenal, the game a little bit more stretched, but you could see it here. Just give it to Gibbs White. Just give it to him there, 5 yards, easy. You could see them, they could get the ball maybe out to the left there, they could have caused some problems. In the end, Arsenal turned it over. You could see them there getting forward, and Saka does well, stays composed, it's the target. Scores.
Again, for me, from Forest's point of view, they've shot themselves in the foot twice, really, if you think about it. Switched off from a throw-in, and then again, that's just an easy pass, as Righty says. Pass at 5 yards, you're probably best player, Gibbs White, and there's no trouble. But if you give Saka a chance like this, he's a brilliant player. We know how good he is, and it's just 2 poor goals to give away from the Forest point of view.
So Arsenal getting revenge for May's defeat at the City ground, of course, which put paid to their title challenge last season. So what did their head coach Mikel Arteta make of it? Here he is now.
Mikel, well done. Back-to-back league wins. What pleased you the most tonight? The performance and the result, both of them, because it's a really difficult place to come, and they've shown that against top teams. We suffered last year, and this year we want to put it right. I think we're really dominant, really intelligent to play the game that we had to be. We had patience when we had to be. We were really vertical, attacking when we had the spaces to do so. And the shame is that at the end we didn't defend that situation well enough, and at the end in this league you have to suffer the last few minutes.
You mentioned the word patience there. How important was that? You didn't panic, you didn't look frustrated at all.
No, and you need a lot of discipline to attack these things. But one thing is to be patient, but always an eye and intention to hurt the opponent. And I like, because we always had that in the game.
And with the control you had, did you always feel the goal was coming?
I think the feeling is, do we change something? Do we change? And we were a bit patient to do that as well. The players were doing what we demand. We had some big chances that we didn't convert, but my feeling was that it was coming.
And Gabi provided it, and you've got players in the team who can do that out of nothing.
Gabi was excellent, and he was excellent 2 days ago because he had a little issue with the knee, and the physio were trying to keep him inside, and he said, I'm out, I'm ready, and I want to help the team. And when someone has this attitude, something good is going to happen.
Yeah, when you've got that mentality in the group, it rubs off on others.
Yes, and I'm really pleased not only with him, but as well Emil, that after a while now he started the game, and I thought he was really good. Martinelli was back. Jorginho asked him to play 2 minutes, and he's ready there to do, and that's what we need, everybody on board.
And you've got a little bit of momentum now, to say, with back-to-back wins, and you try and build from here?
Absolutely. We needed that, and now we have a massive game coming up against Liverpool.
And they're the games that everyone wants to be involved in.
Absolutely.
Mikel Arteta, all smiles there, but that wasn't quite the case at the full-time whistle. Now, these were interesting pictures, actually, between Arteta, Zinchenko and Ben White. Zinchenko at first with Ben White having a bit of a disagreement. Ben White walks off. Zinchenko needs calming down, who's then addressed by his manager. What's going on here, Ian?
Well, I don't know. Obviously, there's a disagreement, but that says to me that there's fire in the belly. Whatever's happened, that Zinchenko's a very emotional guy. He's a great player, very emotional guy. Obviously, some things cause a problem there, but, it will be sorted. That's the main thing. But what it says to me is that we're getting into the crux end. Things are tight now. Emotions are frayed a little bit. That was a tough game. You know what I mean? So things are said that sometimes people may take a little bit to heart.
Yeah.
But, it's something that you have to get over because, like I said, we're getting into the crux end of the season, and this is where you have to deal with that kind of pressure. So whatever that is, you just got to make sure it's sorted out.
Yeah, maybe a sign of the pressure in terms of the title contenders as they try and catch down, whether it be Liverpool, Manchester City, whoever.
Yeah, it was a huge pressurised game. I mean, sometimes you don't mind that many, because sometimes we said...
Especially Liverpool coming as well.
Yeah, but sometimes we sit on here and go, there's not enough characters, there's not enough people. It hurts when results don't go their way. So sometimes that's quite refreshing. Probably for Arsenal fans watching it goes, well, at least it shows they both care. Ben White and Zinchenko, they both are hungry to get the job done, get the 3 points, and I think... I don't mind that sometimes after a game.
OK. Well, I'll tell you what, let's get some post-match reaction from the final game we showed you